Hello and welcome back to Isaiah Picks. I'm your host Isaiah, as always, and today we're going to be continuing our rankings. With the NFL season just around the corner and nothing happening in the league, I'm going to do ranking. This is my quarterback ranking, all 32 starters. Let's get into it. All right, let's get into it. At 32, we have Drew Lock. This was originally Sam Darnold, but because he's no longer a starter, it's going to go to Drew Lock. I actually believe he actually does have some potential. He's got an insanely strong arm. Like, he's got a kind of a cannon, but he's very reckless with the ball. Really doesn't do anything right. So, yeah. And yeah, Seattle's going to be bad next year. 31 is Marcus Mariota. People actually think this guy's a good quarterback. It just shocked me. Um, he lost his job to Ryan Tannehill for a reason. He's not good. I don't want to spend too much time on these bottom feeders. At 30 is Daniel Jones. His picture should say it all. At 29 is the MVP, Mitch Trubisky. I actually think he's an upgrade from Big Ben. I think he's more mobile. I think he can do more, and he's gonna be able to push the ball down the field. I think he's got a better arm. But other than that, he's another quarterback that's reckless with the ball. Can't He does show some good games, but 28 is Zach Wilson. I'm not a Zach Wilson believer, to be 100% honest. I didn't believe in him coming out of college, and he's showing it now. Obviously, he was on the Jets, but still, his stats were not great last season. Let's see if he can prove me wrong. 27 is Justin Fields. This is a guy I was really high on. Absolutely played atrocious last year, and I know he was on the Bears, but for a first round pick, he looked awful. It was bad. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, though. He played under a horrible system. 26 is Trey Lance. Unproven. That's all I'm going to say. I think he can be much higher. 25 is Trevor Lawrence. I still believe he's got potential, but Urban Meyers is a garbage head coach. 24 is Baker Mayfield. I actually think Cleveland just absolutely did him wrong there. Good to see that Good to see that he is at Carolina. Yeah. He was a decent quarterback. We're going to see how he's going to perform. 23 is Tua Tagovailoa. I'm a Dolphins fan. I have to watch this guy 17 times a year. He's not very good. Doesn't have great arm strength. He's actually pretty accurate, though. So, yeah. Hold on. I should probably establish. What did I just do? Oh, well, that just spoiled it. Oh, come on. Shh. You're not going to see this. Okay, so this ends the bad tier, and then this is the below average tier. Ryan Tannehill also being a part of it. Well, you already know who's after him. Ryan Tannehill wasn't good last year. When he played without A.J. Brown, he had some absolutely horrible games. He threw 4 interceptions against one of the worst defenses in the league against Houston. That should say something. 21 is Carson Wentz. Yeah, he has his good games, but when he's bad, he's one of the worst quarterbacks in the league. 20 is Jared Goff. I actually think he's a little underrated. Doesn't get the appreciation he deserves. He's not a bad quarterback either. I don't know. He plays for Detroit. I'm glad the Lions didn't draft a quarterback. There weren't any good, and quarterback was the least of their problems. 19 is Davis Mills, another really underrated player. He was the second best rookie quarterback while having the worst team around him. That should say something. 18 is Mack Jones. Oh, okay, this is Davis Mills was the start of the average tier. Mac Jones is a dink and dunker. New England is one of the most boring offenses to watch, in my opinion, because all they do is run the ball and throw short passes, but Mac Jones fits it perfectly. 17 is Jalen Hurts. He's got potential to be better. He's just to put it all together and show it. That's all I got to say about him. 16 is Matt Ryan, the definition of mid. He's a good veteran presence and an upgrade from Carson Wentz for Indianapolis. Yeah. 15 is James Winston, highly underrated. He was doing really good before he got injured. The Saints were also really good before he got injured. He's going to prove that he's an average to above average quarterback. 14 is Kirk Cousins, another very mid quarterback. Depends on who you ask. Some people think he's like one of the worst quarterbacks in the league, and people who support him think he's one of the best. This is the start of the great tier. This is the start of the good tier. Lamar Jackson at 13. Whoa. Do not go to the comments. I have reasoning behind it. I believe he will be higher by the end of the season. I'm a big Ravens believer and Lamar Jackson believer. But I'm going to keep him at 13 because I can't have a guy in the top 10 who had worse passing stats than Tua. Okay? He'll be higher, I promise. Assuming he doesn't, 12 is Kyler Murray. This guy actually just got a payday. And, I don't know. He's good. He's basically a worse Russell Wilson. He plays great the first half of the season, then comes second half, and he just completely collapses. 11 is Sid from Toy Story, Derek Carr. Very, very good quarterback. I agree. He doesn't get the appreciation he deserves, and considering all that happened with the Raiders last year, for him to take him to the playoffs, I think is insane. At 10 is Dak Prescott. He led the best offense in the league last year. That's all I'm going to say. Well, also, he's been a very solid quarterback. 9 is Deshaun Watson, unproven, and the reason I can't do a season prediction yet because I don't know how long he's going to be suspended for. All right. That was the cap off the good tier. Now to the great tier, which will consist of 3 players. At 8 is Joe Burrow. Good quarterback, but highly overrated. Just because he took his team to the Super Bowl doesn't make him top 5. His defense was top 10. He had the best receiving core in the league. He's still a good quarterback, I agree. Joe Burrow at 8. 7 is Russell Wilson. He's a better Kyler Murray. He plays great the first half of the season, then completely collapses the second half of the season. See how he does in Denver, Broncos country. Finally, to end off the good tier is Matthew Stafford. The great tier is Matthew Stafford. Won the Super Bowl, but contradicting myself there. He has a cannon of an arm. He can push the ball down the field, and he had a lot of pressure on him heading into the season. I could tell, but he managed to do it. He was the quarterback to the greatest receiver seasons of all time. So I'm just saying. 5 is Tom Brady. What do I have to say? It's Tom Brady. I don't think it should be higher. I think he really played under one of the best systems there is. 4 is Justin Herbert. The fact people still think Joe Burrow is better than him, I think is insane. He is a fantastic quarterback, absolute gunslinger, has an insane amount of accuracy, able to go outside the pocket. He led the most efficient offense last year. They would score and score and score. If he didn't have a bottom 3 defense, Chargers would have been insane last year. And they are going to be insane this year. 3 is Josh Allen. I think this picture says it all. Can't. He comes so close every time, but can't. Yeah, but that playoff game absolutely showed what he can do. And he's fantastic. No doubt about it. Josh Allen is an insane quarterback who has so much potential. Not even potential. He's already. I don't know if he can get any better. If he does that, I'm scared because I'm a Dolphins fan. He owns my team. That's all I'm going to say about him. But can't beat Kansas City when it comes to a big game. And if you want to debate me on that, let's flip a coin. 2 is Aaron Rodgers, the back-to-back MVP. He's only gotten better somehow as he's gotten older. Yeah. And number 1's Patty Mahomes. This picture should say it all. That was a dot, by the way. Jason Pierre-Paul in his face going parallel to the ground. He threw a dot. All right. So I know this video is quick, but I want to get through it quickly. Okay, thank you all for watching the video. Please like, subscribe, and the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.